Okay, yep. Welcome to Milk First, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
We.
What? No, I'm Junior.
Oh yeah,
He's Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin. I've evolved into my next stance.
The-
I did that the last time on the Hidden Milk First
What?
podcast.
Don't
that
watch
I
that.
was
Don't
on.
watch that. Don't watch
yeah,
that.
that was a hidden pod.
No, yeah, it's
Link
Yes.
is right here.
Don't watch it.
Kevin with your amazing editing skills. Put it in the box.
Sounds good.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Well,
we found Kevin.
yeah.
How long have you been there, Kevin?
A few days
Oh, okay, all right.
since the last podcast.
Speaking
The last podcast.
speaking of evolving, Pokemon
Oh,
Go is
oh,
out.
Hey.
Hello.
Let's
So-
go, let's
Pokemon Go is out.
go. Yeah, it's pretty hype.
It's pretty hype. Okay, so Pokemon Go has been hyped for like months.
It was out in Australia for a while.
Yeah, it was out in like for like a couple days, right? Come on, Michael, be a professional. What are you doing?
Group chat, nigga.
He's on a Mewtwo right now. Oh, you can't say that on the podcast.
Yeah, you can.
You can't.
What?
Kevin, bleep that out.
Bleep that out,
Hey,
Kevin.
Fuck shit.
All right, so
Michael, stop!
Fuck shit.
Bleep that
Stack.
out.
okay, so
Bleep that out.
Pokemon back to Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go has been out for like a day or
Yeah.
two in the U.S. I don't know how long it's
Yeah.
been out for everyone else.
Hunt's been blown up.
It's been for like a month in Australia.
Oh, really?
They got it like a month before. us.
Because I remember that when me and Brian were like hanging out or something, we were brought up Pokemon Go. I'm like, when is it? When is it out? And we checked on iTunes, it's like already out, but not for here.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
So,
So,
why does Australia get it first?
I
They're
don't.
doing-
Don't they
they're
have
doing-
enough animals that try to kill them at every single turn?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like.
They got crocodiles. Why do they
Yeah.
need
They need something to
Pokemon?
keep them going. Okay.
To educate everyone, if they don't know what Pokemon Go is, Pokemon Go is an app that Nintendo and some other company that I didn't. What is the company that?
Don't know.
Niantic?
Yeah, Niantic.
Niantic.
I've never.
Yeah, I was looking when I downloaded it. I was like Niantic. I was
It's a
like, this
third-party
doesn't seem
thing.
legit.
Third party.
Third-party project.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't completely feel like a Pokemon
Yeah.
game. It's not completely a Pokemon game. It's more of like an app that Nintendo
It's
came
got
up with. They're like,
microtransactions.
oh, it's like everyone should go outside and play, you know, and
Yeah.
go outside and
Yeah.
walk around.
It's like what they tried with the Pokewalker.
Yeah,
when
Pokewalker. It's like
Heart Gold and Soul
Pokewalker, but
Silver.
more interactive.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, it's great.
Not dissing.
Kevin,
it's
if you
great.
can, maybe find some gameplay footage
Yeah,
of it or
it's-
something.
It's great.
and, like-
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the game.
so yeah,
Put up the
it's
server error thing right there.
yeah.
That's
So
the
yeah,
German
so
gameplay
since it got
I have
released
gotten.
like a day ago, it's like everyone's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
we
Server
need to
error.
play it. You need to download it. We all downloaded it.
We just can't play it.
I played it this morning.
Yeah, you need to be quiet.
I caught a
have-
Pikachu already.
Yeah, you need to.
I have no data.
Speaking of
I
Pikachu,
can't-
back when the beta was around, I had a friend who had a notification like, "There's a Pikachu around here," and it's like, "Oh!" So I just ran half a mile just to,
yeah.
To
catch
get a
this-
Pikachu?
To catch a freaking Pikachu.
I don't know how the gyms work.
You're supposed to be like level 5, and then you can challenge the gym leader. And then once you challenge the gym leader, if you beat him, you become the new gym leader.
So like, wait. So right now, all I've gotten from the app is that you walk around, you throw a Pokeball, and you catch the
you can
Pokemon.
actually battle. You can actually battle.
Huh.
But you
No,
have to
but
battle
you
the
have to
gym leader.
battle other trainers.
You have to battle other trainers.
Oh, okay. I see.
You can't just battle.
It's essentially an MMO but in real life.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I feel like they need to add battling Pokemon so I can catch them.
I feel like I shouldn't have to pay for Pokeballs. That's how I feel.
Wait, you pay for Pokeballs?
No, okay. I think they did this in a smart way. The microtransactions, when I saw them, I was like, microtransaction.
Yeah.
But the way they did it was okay, where if you just walk a couple miles or you drive somewhere, they're called Pokestops. And if you find a Pokestop, you can collect items. So you can collect coins, Pokeballs, sprays, incests, stuff like that. So you can, basically.
You said incest.
I said incest.
Incense.
Incense.
Two different things.
Incense.
Those
Don't
are
look up the
two
other-
very different things.
Anyways, yeah, you can buy those. You can buy those items, and then with the coins, you can buy more of that. And like the microtransactions are really really cool.
Yeah.
How, is it like what, like $1 or something, or
Actually,
like?
it's like
It's $1 for like 20
Dollar
Pokeballs.
worth is like 100 Pokeballs.
But I feel like I get Pokeballs though, like from leveling up and stuff.
you know,
Now you do, but remember when you get up higher, it's gonna be harder and shit.
That's true.
It's like
just
with
save your Pokeballs.
Yeah.
I feel like why get a Pokemon if you're not gonna want it?
Mhm.
Unless you're like one of those people that want to catch them all.
Hey,
But
that's
I
my-
Hey,
just
hey,
wanna get my
gotta catch
favorites.
them all though.
I just want to get my favorite.
remember that old song? Gotta catch 'em, gotta
No.
catch 'em all.
Yo,
I wanna get
when
all
they were
Jigglypuffs.
still able to name every single Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a song.
Now how many Pokemon do we have? Like 600.
They have a lot.
I hate the new gen.
They have an ice cream
I hate the
cone
new.
for a Pokemon.
I hate the new.
They have a
gen.
washing machine for a Pokemon.
They don't make
Ooh, I
any
want that
sense.
one. I want the
Apparently,
fork and the plate and the knife too.
apparently, in the last generation, there were like these two terribly designed Pokemon by some American dude. I think it was the trash one and the washing machine one. They fired his ass.
They got a
They
fucking
hated it.
garbage Pokemon.
They don't acknowledge it. They don't use it in advertisements. They don't refuse to acknowledge it.
But it's a Pokemon.
Yes.
Sir, would you like to speak on this garbage Pokemon? What? No, that doesn't
We don't have
exist.
a garbage Pokemon.
It's
There's
like
so many.
It's
of them.
literally garbage.
Yes.
It's literally garbage.
I watched an episode because I was just happened to be with kids.
He's just like.
And then trash.
what series are we on right now?
I
Like,
don't know. I've lost count. I haven't played
Alright,
it
what
in
is
a
it?
long time.
it's a color, isn't it? Isn't it like
I thought it was black and white.
no?
Moon-
No, no, no.
Isn't it
We're
X and
Alpha
Y?
and Omega.
No, Moon and the next one is gonna be Moon and
They already did
Sun.
that.
Sun.
They already did that.
no, it's
No, no, no.
Yeah,
It's
they
not
did.
out yet. It's not out.
There's
No.
like 2 Pokemon that are already the moon and the sun.
No, that's the
Those are the
title
designs.
of the game.
game is not actually out yet.
Yeah.
Didn't they
I've
just
literally
announce it?
caught in that Pokemon before.
No, it's called Moon and Sun, but it's not. We're not talking
It's-
Pokemon.
We're not talking. We're not talking
We're
about
talking about the
Pokemon. We're
generation.
talking about like a generation. Like
Oh,
a.
okay.
Generation. The next generation's that one.
Gotta say,
What does this show look like now?
it's bad.
When was the last time you've seen a Pokemon episode?
I've seen it and I didn't like it.
Ash has a deep voice now. I'll tell you
Only-
that.
No, he's the same.
No, he has a deep
He
voice.
sounds the
now.
same.
He has
He's
a different
still
voice
10.
actor. That's
He has a
why.
different voice.
He's still 10.
Still
That's
10.
why. Why do you sound like a smoker? He's only 10.
What else were we talking about besides Pokemon?
If you want to point out the transitions.
Yeah, it's not
Another thing that I wanted to bring up was something that. Oh, you know what? You know what we should bring up that I realized that we should have brought up a long time ago.
What?
Your Vegas story. Because we mentioned
Oh,
it. We mentioned
yeah.
it very vaguely on a podcast
Yeah,
once,
yeah.
and then we're like, next time, and it never happened. So it's like,
So
Brian,
let's do it now.
what
Alright,
happened
Brian,
to you
what happened?
in Vegas when you were a kid?
When I was about 8, I went over. We had a family vacation over to
My
Vegas.
father gave me these scars.
No, no.
We only had a family vacation to Vegas,
Uh-huh.
which is an awful place to take your kids.
Yeah, it's a terrible. Don't
Never-
take your kids
Don't
to.
take your kids to
Take
Vegas.
him to Vegas. Take him to Circus or
No,
Camelot.
Circus
Circus,
are
Circus.
shitty,
Because
dude.
they're
The
so
casino where the bedrooms smell like smoke.
So fun.
God.
Dude,
Cigarettes.
I went to Vegas when I was 7. I'll tell you that.
There's nothing to
fucking
do when you're
horrible.
a kid in Vegas.
Why?
Well, I mean, like,
No.
dude, but it makes everyone pissed off at you because look at those little kids. It's just-
I don't care. I still gamble.
It's like that one episode of Simpsons where like, "Hi, welcome to Vegas. There's the children's section. There's like a ball pit in the middle of the casino, you know."
Your story.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So we went to the I think we were hanging out at Excalibur. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's where our room was, and since there's so many people going, we had to split up in different rooms. My dad was on a different floor completely because of that, how many people were there. So I was in the room with my uncle, and I woke. We decided we were watching Spider-Man 2. We decided to just.
Hold up, Brian. There's a
Really?
freaking biplane going over right now.
That was like yesterday. Remember? The fucking plane?
Oh yeah,
Really low?
yeah. There was a yeah.
Got a transition of it crashing into the podcast.
All right, Brian.
gone now?
Continue.
Okay, so we were just watching Spider-Man 2, and I
Alright.
suddenly fell asleep, and like I woke up, but I was in the bed. I was next to the elevator. Like I was just kind of curled up next to it. I was like,
What?
What time is it when you woke up?
don't know. Didn't get to check the time. But I woke up. I was like,
What? Wait, you were curled up in the elevator.
no, next to the
Next
elevator.
to like
Oh,
on the
outside of
same
it.
floor.
I thought
though.
you were like inside the.
You're like in a different hotel.
On the same
I had
floor.
no idea where I was at.
I was on the same floor,
Okay.
and I woke up. I was like, whoa, oh, where the hell am I? I recognized that on the same floor as you know, the same. You know,
Yeah,
where
the
our
same
room
floor.
is. And so I started to walk back to my room. I was like, I
Brian,
was just like stumbling everywhere.
were you drunk?
I don't know. I was,
You don't-
I was like stumbling. I like chicken sweet. I was
Brian,
like,
you were 8.
Yes.
Go ahead, keep going. I want to
And,
know the
uh,
rest of the
I
story.
woke and I just kept walking, and I was like slumped against. At some point, I was like slumping against the wall, and I was just sliding against it because I couldn't hold myself up. Eventually, I got to the door. It was pretty close to where my room was,
Okay.
but it wasn't my room.
Cool.
So I knocked, and I was like, boom, 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 and and I guess they were expecting someone because like these naked, not naked, but they were like in their underwear,
Like
and
half
shit.
naked.
Yes, they're half naked. Like the girl, it's like some girl opened the door. She was half naked. Everyone else in the room was half naked. They're like, "Ah!" And then they're like, "Ah!" And then they looked at me. I was like, oh, sorry, wrong
Did I
room.
die and go to heaven?
Eight-year-old boy just opened the door, and they weren't expecting me at
Like an
all.
orgy.
Some
Were
some
they-
some
were
8-year-old
they
Chinese
attracted?
boy.
I
Were they
guess.
attracted?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were like,
It's like old women and stuff.
I was like,
So
oh,
old.
sorry, wrong door. And I was like, imagine an 8-year-old kid stumbling back to his hotel room like he was 25, you know?
God damn.
And
Like, if you were a little older, we would let you in here. This would be the perfect scene to set up. Well, I'm sorry.
And
I
they
came
were-
to the wrong room.
so I just stumbled back to my room, and the whole time they were like, what the fuck? And they were just like looking at me. And I started knocking on the hotel room's door, and I was like, Uncle! These girls are still looking at me. I was like, Uncle! And they were still looking at me. Eventually, they went away. So then I just passed out and sat next to
Outside of the door.
I just slept next to the door for a bit. I woke up. I was like, oh, I'm still here. I was like, I'll have an idea. I'll go sleep next in my dad's room. In the
Why didn't
floor.
you think of that in the
So I
first
just
place?
I just went to the elevator, took the elevator to his room, and he was like, "Hey," I was like, "Dad," and he was like, "Hello," and I was like, "Can I sleep in your room tonight?" I was like, "Okay," and then we went to sleep, and eventually it was morning. My dad took us to the other the rest of the family's rooms, and everyone was like panicking. They saw me, they're like, "Brian, where'd you go?" I was like, "With my dad," and I was like, "Okay." And,
They didn't even tell your dad that you were missing?
Yeah, they don't know. They didn't know.
What? And that's your hangover story or
I
whatever.
wasn't a hangover. I didn't wake up.
No, I mean like the movie The
What
Hangover.
happened?
Don't know. I had a terrible problem with like sleepwalking back when I was little.
What the? But
I
you were gone.
I sleepwalk everywhere.
It sounds like
I
you-
still don't know how you got to the elevator.
I don't know either.
How did you
Like,
manage?
Sleepwalking you trying to get
How
inside
did you
the
ma-
elevator?
Wait, how did you
how
even
did you
open the
manage
door
to-
while you were
to-
sleeping?
Get up out of your bed, go out of the room,
Yeah.
open the door to the room,
Yeah.
close it, walk to the elevator, and pass out. Well, not you were already asleep, but
Yeah.
like
Sleepwalking him's in a suit, like time to hit the town. Oh, slip over.
Fuck. I don't. To this day, I still don't know what really happened.
Yeah,
Should we all go tell a story from my childhood? Because I have one. That's
Oh, we should talk about your YouTube channel.
no.
Yes.
we already
Okay.
we did that though.
Yeah,
I
but
was
now that
talking
he's
about, like,
here,
How like this Asian guy wanted to fight me when I was like 10,
What the
and
frick?
he's like 20.
The
I was
frick?
in the
What?
mall. Yeah, I was in the mall, and I got my dad to save me. Should I
What
do
the
Go
that?
for it. Go
There's
for
a
it.
fly
So
attacking me.
when I was,
Get out of here.
It's right there.
when, I, when I was 10, there was I think it was a South Coast Mall,
Mhm.
and I went to GameStop, and like being me as a little kid, like anything would entertain me. So I had like this rubber band, and I was shooting it in the air and then catching it, and I'd shoot it on the ground, and I'd point to people and they'd shoot it back up to me, like they were just cool. And I remember seeing like this Asian guy. I think he was from Japan, because he had like on a leather jacket, he had like leather pants, boots, and then long like spiky hair, and he had this girl around his arm. Sorry, and he had this girl around his arm, and I pointed at the rubber band and he was next to it, and he just went like that. He like flipped me off, and I was like, man. And then I went down, I got it, and I met them upstairs, and I looked at them and I was like, you couldn't give me the rubber band? And then I kept walking, and the girl turned around and said something to the guy, and then the guy looked at me and he's like, you just called my girlfriend a bitch? And I was all like, what?
What?
And I was like, no. And then the girl was like, yeah, he called me a bitch. I
What?
was all like, what? And he's like, that's disrespectful. I'm gonna kick your ass. And I was all
What?
like, what? I was so confused and I was so scared because like little 10-year-old me and like him looking all like freaking.
Hold on.
So like imagine 10-year-old me all terrified like He's like in his leather jacket, and he looks like this bad dude. And I didn't want to fight him. And I was like, he's gonna stab me. Like,
You
I was
kung fu
scared.
your ass.
Yeah, I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. So I saw my stepdad actually. He was upstairs, and my stepdad's kind of a big guy, and he had like a mustache. And I'm like, he can save me. And I started walking towards him, and as I'm walking towards him, he's like, "You want to freaking go? You want to freaking go?" And I wanted to tell him like, "Dude, I'm like 10. Like, what are you doing?" And I was going, and then I go up to my dad. I'm like, "Dad, that guy's following me, and he's being really mean." And I was like, "Is there a problem here?" And then as soon as he saw my dad, he was all like, "No, there's no problem. Your son called my girlfriend a bitch." And my dad's like, "I don't believe that." And the guy was like, "Well, he did." And he's all like, "You need to leave now." And the guy was all like, "That's so rude of your son to do something like that." And he's like, "You need to leave now. You're picking on a 10-year-old kid. I'm gonna kick your ass if you don't leave." And like, this guy is like terrified. And he's all like, "Whatever." And he walks away. And his girlfriend looks at me. And I'm thinking, "You are a bitch." That was like
She started a
yeah,
freaking
she started-
fight.
Like, I don't know if she
Why?
wanted her boyfriend to feel macho or something, but like,
He's like-
I'm a little kid. Like,
it's
what are
like
you
a-
doing?
She's
That
playing
was
mind
fucking
games.
Yeah, she was playing mind games, I think.
I thought you were gonna say Minecraft. She's
No.
playing
Yeah,
Minecraft.
she was playing mind games. Yeah, that was my kid story.
Jesus.
Michael, you have a kid story?
I have too many.
Too many.
Oh, you know what? We could talk about Michael. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Michael,
yeah.
you were a singer.
No!
Michael, yes. Oh, thank God I remembered.
I was thinking it as soon as you said it.
No,
Like, up to it.
No, I've heard this
Okay.
story too many times.
I think we should put up a small clip of him.
Now, thank you
Okay.
so much, Kevin.
Oh, you
okay.
actually have it?
What?
Like
Yeah.
you have video?
I know it.
It's on YouTube.
I have it.
That's awesome.
It's on YouTube. I got it.
Okay.
Let's not talk about it. That's all we need to know.
That's all we need to know.
That's all we need to know.
That's it. Just
Mario
Michael.
Yachi,
Michael, how do you? Yeah. Moving on.
How do you tell
So
it?
there was this, so something I found out about today.
Yeah.
Iron Girl. So
Bullshit.
apparently, right? There's Marvel to continue the Iron Man story. Is changing. It's like moving on from Tony Stark, right?
I think it's his daughter
It's
now.
a gender switch?
No, it's like a black 15-year-old girl.
Why?
Well, it's his daughter, I think. Yeah.
What?
I recall reading this something or something.
No, it's not her daughter.
None
It's
of
not
it-
his daughter. It's
none
not his
of
daughter.
it- I'm like, that makes no sense. If she's
It's
black.
okay. So here's what the article says. All right. Civil War II sees Tony Stark hanging up his boots to be replaced by Riri Williams.
Riri.
Yeah. The character is a Chicago-born science genius studying at MIT and made her debut earlier this year. So I guess she was like a character that was like reverse engineered Tony Stark's like Iron Man suit, something like that. And then now,
Her own.
yeah. So
I don't like it.
I don't mind the premise. It's just that her armor looks awful. Except for the helmet. The helmet's fine.
I haven't
Does
seen
her
the
armor
armor.
have like plates for her breast?
It
do you
looks
guys
awful.
want
It
to
looks
see
super
just
simple.
just a
Can you show me
screenshot?
a
All right.
picture
So
of the
Kevin, throw up
armor?
a screenshot right now. I'll send it to you later. I'll send it to you later. This is it.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
Okay.
The armor looks awful, but I like the
No.
helmet. I want it. If they made it like.
What is that?
Can we see? Is
That
there
doesn't
another
even look
picture?
like armor.
I know, right?
Picture of that?
No, but there's
I
a
think
lot
her
of
outfit looks awful. It doesn't look like armor.
a lot of Twitter posts.
As a former comic nerd, I have to say, I don't know what the fuck Marvel is thinking about this, but if they're thinking that they can go in the right direction with the same thing that did with Mjolnir, or whatever the fuck her name is, MJNOR, I don't know how to pronounce that shit, then they're very wrong about this because I don't mind that this is happening. It's just that their character designers are going very stereotypical.
I don't know how I
of
feel
armor
about the design.
In armor design. And also, what's the story gonna progress here? Is this gonna be like a Miles Morales switch? Like, what the fuck is going
I
on
think
here?
they were inspired by the
Why though? Don't get in-
Listen,
Okay.
Miles Morales Spider-Man is fucking amazing. Like,
Look,
holy
For
shit.
people like Michael who are deep into the comics, this is gonna make sense.
is-
It'll make some sense. But to moviegoers like me who just like the heroes and just like the movies and don't really read the comics, I just want the main heroes. I don't want different characters.
Wait. So this is in the next movie?
Yeah.
I guess it's after Civil War
It's
II.
just a comic book thing,
Okay.
like an alternate.
Okay,
reality.
Okay, if
Because-
it's not in the movie, I'm okay with it. If it's in the
It
movie,
might be though
I
eventually.
don't want
No,
it.
I don't
Eventually,
believe-
eventually, it will be in a movie. It's just that they'd have to They have to develop
like,
some
work.
stories.
Well,
Well, they'd
work
have
all
to.
in.
They have to want to use it. That's the thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, they do. Tony Stark. What's his name?
Everyone knows who.
Robert Downey Jr. is making way too much money for them. He is Tony Stark.
He
No
also
matter what.
he also started the like.
He started it. He was the one that jump started everything, right? If you think about it, his movie jump started the whole
Cinematic universe.
Yeah, cinematic universe of Marvel.
Honestly, Iron Man was one of the best like.
He brought such
Jump
life
starts
to the
of
character. You know what I mean?
Although, I've lost all interest in MCU though. Did you see the casting of Doctor Strange?
I thought Strange
Who's
was gonna
doing
be
it
good,
now?
though.
Something
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch?
Benedict Cumber something.
Bendy Snap.
Remember when he was a meme?
Benedict Cucumber.
Yeah.
I heard it's supposed to be good.
Doctor Strange. I'm
I
excited.
heard,
for that.
I heard there was a secret screening, and a lot of people that saw it, like everybody, people who weren't even fans, were like, the movie was really cool. Just visually, it was like really.
Are you
amazing.
not a fan of the cast, or are you
I
not a
don't-
fan of the character?
None of the cast, but I like the character.
Character's great. I think that the character you can
I
do
don't
so
like.
much with the Doctor
They were
Strange
gonna
character.
cast. Who was Poe Dameron in Star Wars 7?
Shit.
Force
what's
Awakens.
his name? I don't know his
The
name.
Guatemalan guy.
Yeah.
They were gonna cast him. He looks so much better than
Hey,
Benedict.
that's
Benedict looks like an alien. He's like,
I don't like Ben.
I know. I never liked him.
I kind of like him as Doctor Strange.
He doesn't.
He,
Look,
he looks like him.
I just
Honestly,
don't
have you
like
seen
him
the
in
picture
general.
Of, Guatemalan man. Have you seen him? He looks perfect. He looks exactly like the comic book.
Yeah,
He has the beard. He has the hair. He looks exactly like.
You
I
have
feel
to
like-
think like people who look a lot like comic book characters. Like, have you seen? You know the guy who plays the Green Goblin in the original Spider-Man?
Yeah.
People were saying that he would make a great Joker. Like he would be amazing as a Joker. Like they give scenes where he's playing the Green Goblin and he laughs. People are like, could you imagine him like really digging deep into a Joker character? Like it can be done. But the thing is, some people aren't made for the part. Benedict is probably a better actor than him by far.
You sure?
Benedict is a way better actor. He's won Oscars. He's won awards.
I know.
That's
but
true.
I just
Talking
generally
about
do
Leo.
not.
Leo's an amazing actor, and he didn't win an Oscar until
Well, see,
this year.
But if you think about it, in all reality, Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't really give that great of a performance.
You
He's
sure?
more-
What?
He's more of a. He's more. I love Leo. Okay?
Is it because he's a method actor?
Yeah, he's a method actor.
Really?
I like
That's
it.
why.
Think of it. Name one part that where you're like he should have gotten an Oscar.
The racist guy from
Django?
Django.
Okay, that I will agree with. He should have gotten it, but that's just one. Everyone's all like, every year he gets robbed. He
Yeah.
doesn't.
I was gonna say like The Revenant, and then I realized that's
Yeah,
That's
the
the year he got his Oscar.
Yeah.
Because he deserved it. That was a great performance all around.
Yeah, but he meant
But you
to
see,
that too.
if you look at Leonardo DiCaprio, he had one small part in that movie. It wasn't as big as people make it out to be, and he did have a lot of screen time, but it wasn't that big. He didn't have that many lines.
I'll tell you one thing he did not like. If people are complaining about him not getting an Oscar, there's one movie that he shouldn't have definitely deserves an Oscar for, and that's The Great Gatsby, new one.
Oh
Yeah.
God, no.
Regardless.
What about Wolf of Wall Street though?
Wolf of Wall Street
It's not
was
Oscar-worthy.
porn.
Yeah.
That's
That
true.
was porn.
That's true.
Porn, dude.
It was like every 2 minutes there was a sex scene.
Regardless, I don't like Cumberbatch's Strange Man.
I don't know. I think he could do it. I think he might surprise you.
Okay.
Maybe.
Can we
I
talk a little
haven't-
bit more
I
about
haven't liked
Gatsby?
his other
'Cause
stuff.
I'm baffled at like when I watched it, I was like, what the hell?
Okay, they
Now we're
did the,
talking about Leonardo
they
DiCaprio.
they did the book justice. That's all I can say.
There was
Except for a
dubstep.
couple scenes.
There was dubstep in that scene when they were
They
at
wanted-
Daisy's house.
It's because they wanted to make it feel
Let's make
as
it hip and cool for kids.
no. It's because they wanted to make it feel as modern as back then when the Roaring Twenties were like
Can we talk about something
the
really
Roaring
quick?
the Roaring Twenties were like, oh,
Talk
it's so
about-
new. and shit.
speaking of something where companies trying to make characters cool and hip. Have you seen Chuck E. Cheese's new
You have a new mouse?
yeah, their new like
Yeah, the rad cool skater.
oh my
mouse.
god, it's so
Yeah,
oh it's
Make
scary.
it
They-
big,
It's so
make
good.
it
I'm gonna
big.
pull it up right now.
Wow, look at
but
me,
let's
I'm
just
a
I'm gonna keep
skater.
talking about it.
Skater man.
Radical, bro.
Yeah, let's just rat tattooing.
I was there and I saw all the characters, and
I love
Did they
it.
redesign all the characters?
I love
or-
it. when he
yeah,
was
they
saying-
did, and they all look like you know how like what I feel like he's gone down in age over the years.
Yeah.
He's
I remember
like-
the first
he's
Chuck E.
like
Cheese,
11 now.
When I was a kid, I was like, what is that thing?
He's like 30-year-old.
Yeah, this guy's like 40 and his mouth moves and it's scary.
Please, we need to shut down Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese needs to stop.
No,
Their pizza,
no,
their
Chuck E.
pizza
Cheese
got
needs to
worse
stop.
too.
Dude, it did.
It
I
used,
remember the pizza being a lot
it used to
better.
be at least decent. Now it's apparently
Now
to
it's like,
Brandon's.
you gave me
You
cardboard.
used to be
testimony.
excited
It's
for
it's
Chuck
it's
E.
like
Cheese
it's
pizza,
like
man.
flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
I
flat.
think
I like the
best,
little. I like the
the
little.
best thing Chuck E. Cheese can do is make a contract with Little Caesars.
Nah.
That would actually bring money.
I like the little
In
bumps they
contract
had.
with Papa.
Everyone that used to have the
Little
pizza,
Caesars.
they had the little bumps
It's
under
cheap
the
pizza
pizza.
and it makes sense.
Remember that?
Okay,
But-
there's a picture, but it's like the size of a freaking Atari game. So Kevin, I don't want to like throw commands at you, but like throw up this picture right now. Here it is.
Dear God.
Yeah, I've seen that.
This looks like Five
Do you
Nights
see
at
this?
Freddy's.
You see this? You see this? You see this purple guy?
Whoa.
This has got to get out of here.
God,
You see
he
this
looks
mouse right here?
terrifying.
It's got to get out
I've
of
seen that
here.
mouse before. I've seen commercials. Though.
You see that dog?
genuinely
He's a real
scary.
dog now.
Close up on the purple guy. Please kill me.
End my life.
Kill me.
Where's the bleach?
Oh god, it's so bad. Like,
That
what?
should be a logo. Where's the bleach? Like the
You know, as a were you guys terrified of the mascots as a kid?
Not
At Chuck E.
really.
Cheese?
They were
I was.
unsettling.
I'm gonna be honest. I was a little scared.
Yes.
I
would
was
see them,
terrified.
I wouldn't go after them. I'd be like,
I was-
I was terrified, and
yeah.
then like I didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese for a while, and I'm like, man, I was a wimp for being terrified.
scared
And
now
then I
of
went
the
back, and I'm
mascots.
like, yeah, I had a reason to be terrified because
I
they look
was-
terrifying.
I was terrified when
I remember,
Chuck
like, I
E.
went
Cheese.
back and they still had the old mascots. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's why I was
when
scared.
when Chuck E. Cheese came, you know, when he comes in a suit, and I'm like, I'm always scared.
and
I'm
his
like,
mouth moves and his eyes are like this. The animatronic is even
No.
scarier, dude.
yeah, I know. They're
It's
both,
Oh,
like-
dude.
Oh God.
yeah,
both scary.
the new
They're like-
costume, the like
and
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
the new costume
Nobody
blinks.
moves like that. They're
Turns
like,
around completely.
their eyes always looking left and right like this. I'm like,
Okay,
Up and down.
Brandon,
What's up?
what were you gonna say?
Oh, the new costume, the eyes blink.
Oh,
I don't
that's
wanna see-
creepy.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
They need to take some costume design from Disneyland, honestly.
Dude, Disneyland, Mickey Mouse now, the costume,
Looks awesome.
the eyes move, it blinks, and the mouth moves,
It's
and he
cool, though.
talks.
It's good,
Okay,
though.
can we not talk about Disney? I'm about to go sour milk on Disney.
Okay, we'll avoid it.
We'll avoid it. We don't want.
Okay,
we don't want
but-
Michael to.
Sort of like Disney. Did you hear about John Boyega being casted as the main lead for Pacific Rim 2?
Yes, I'm so excited
dude,
for
that is
that.
So good.
He is
So
perfect. He's
Pacific
perfect for the
Rim
I
role.
was
don't know
such-
who John Boyega is.
Black guy
That's,
from
Finn from
Finn.
Star Wars.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
What he
I've
he's
been
perfect,
wanting
right?
a Pacific
Premise
Rim
that he is
sequel.
Pentecost son.
Wait, I thought Pacific Rim was done
No,
though.
no.
How does it end? The first one?
They closed
They
the hole.
closed the gap.
Yeah. So
I think they're
are they done?
maybe they're opening it up again. I don't know.
That's kind of lame though for a story.
Okay,
I saw it. When I saw it in IMAX though, and it was. And I have the poster in my room. Did you guys ever see it in IMAX?
I saw it.
Did
I
you have
saw
the
it in my
poster?
room.
I didn't get that.
Oh, okay. I think
saw
maybe
it
it's an
in my
AMC thing.
But I think John Boyega is perfect for that role.
Fuck yeah.
He's
John,
like
John Boyega is
he's
such an
the
outstanding.
premise is that he's a Pentecost son, which
Oh,
makes
nice.
him step brothers and sister with Mako.
You know, the first movie got a lot of mixed reviews.
Yeah.
But I think it's because the good reviews came from people who saw it in a theater, and the bad reviews came from people who saw it at home, because it's definitely a theater experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you know how some movies like Avatar, like they're theater
I thought-
experiences.
I thought it was badass when I saw it at home. 'Cause that's the only time I saw it at home. And I remember going to the Dollar Theater to watch it, and I was like, "This is way better."
Because like,
How can you not like
it's a
monsters
huge
and
screen,
robots
and like the,
fighting?
The
the
surround
sound
sound
yeah,
design.
it like
Sound
rumbles.
design.
Visually, it was badass, dude.
Yeah.
And think about it. You were like, "I'm like, oh my god, it's Gundam."
Yeah. They struck gold on the
Yeah.
concept of Gundam.
Yeah, dude.
And fuck, dude,
was
like
awesome.
holy
One
shit.
of the robots actually looked like a Gundam. It had like the cannon.
pretty
from
sure
the
Yeah,
back.
they
I
had
love
it.
like
Yeah.
I love how like when they advertised the movie, it was like robots and stuff, but when you watch it, there's like an actual like backstory, and it's
Yeah.
like a really
like-
rich
To be granted, it was kind of bad. Okay?
the
The
story.
backstory wasn't that good. To me.
It was
Yeah, but it
kinda
was
bad.
like it was still like it gave you something
like
that was like
Hellboy actor, the actor who
Um,
plays Hellboy. He had a part in it,
I know.
and I thought his character was really cool. Like his character is like he goes out and gets the
Yeah.
the meat
black-
and the bones.
Black
from the
market
monsters.
man.
Yeah, he's a black market dude, and they have like special skills, and he has like gold teeth, and he has like these weird boots made out of the monsters, and then he dies like the
Ac-
second scene. You
actually,
see
Did
him.
he
Charlie
comes
Sheen
back
die
to-
in
he
the
Until
got
movie?
the very last end of the scene, he comes.
Oh
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
actually
good.
alive.
Did Charlie Sheen die?
No, he's
Oh,
still
not
alive.
Charlie Sheen. Charlie Day. Did he die in the movie?
Charlie
Uh,
Day.
No.
No.
He's like the always sunny guy, the scientist.
Oh, the scientist.
He didn't die.
Okay, so I hope he comes back.
He was funny in the movie.
He was really funny. Charlie Day is amazing.
I like that the movie didn't take itself too seriously. It was good though.
You gotta pay
I
the
felt
toll
like the
Joe.
I felt like the Hellboy guy
No,
was in his
please.
element, like being around all the monster stuff.
Stop.
Because he's a great actor. He does the voice for Fallout.
Yeah.
The guy from
He does the
Hellboy.
monologue at the end, at
He's
the
the
beginning
guy
of
that's like
every
more
Fallout.
never changes.
Mmm.
They actually gave him more speaking role in Fallout 4, where he's like the news reporter.
Barely. I
Yeah,
mean,
but I liked it. I was
he had
like,
less of a
I was like,
presence.
let me hear.
Are we
He,
gonna
he had less of a presence, which I
are we
didn't
gonna,
like.
are we gonna talk about Fallout 4 now?
No, that's a
sour-
good.
No, no,
We
no.
can
Sour
go.
milk
We can
thing.
go on and on and on and on and on and on.
That's
It's,
a sour milk.
we're not gonna talk about it.
So, can we talk about that? Because I don't know much about that.
What?
Sour milk?
Oh,
Sour milk.
I feel like
is
I
a
run this
segment.
podcast and I don't know anything about that.
It's just something me and Michael
Should-
came up with.
Should we do a sour milk thing right now?
It's
No,
it's-
no,
we'll just-
no, no,
we'll just
no,
explain
no,
it.
no.
Sour
Sour
milk
milk-
is basically it's a project in the works where we're gonna talk to Brandon about it. But it was their idea.
We have
What-
two
what
ideas
I know,
for it. Sour milk is either gonna be a podcast or we just complain. It's gonna be like us being like angry the whole time,
Super
or
critical
it's
about
gonna be like a segment in this show where if we start arguing about something, and we're like really passionate about it, and we're like yelling at each
Sour
other,
milk and
that
like a
is sour
bumper
milk.
comes up.
We'll throw up sour milk.
What about the other one me and you were talking
DL?
about?
DL.
You know what I thought would be like when you said sour milk and it cuts to like a intro or whatever, like a really quick, like couple second long. You know what I thought?
What?
Like it's like a cup of milk and someone turns it over and it's like gelatinous. And it's like you have to like wiggle it out. It's like,
Disgusting.
That'd be a good cutaway then.
Yeah.
Sour milk.
and just on the ground.
That'd be.
Go, tell him. Hold on, we have another one too. Me and Brian.
DL. Me and Angel like talking about video games. We get very passionate about it.
Yeah.
More in depth of what a video game is, not
Yes.
just like, oh my god, look at them graphics.
Yeah.
We're,
We
we're
just-
more of like.
So
And we
would
just-
that be
we
like
play-
a full like a podcast
No,
or like
we
a-
could- it could be like an hour's
it's like
long
sour,
thing.
It could be like sour milk, where it could be its own podcast, or it could be segments.
Sour milk is nice.
I
Okay.
feel like it should be on its own thing.
What was the full
Like a series.
abbreviation of DL?
Digital lactose.
Yeah, it was digital lactose.
digital lactose? Okay, so. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What if you guys think that you like that?
The
Then
all
just
55 of you.
all 55, all 5 of you guys watching this right now. Just
All my family out there.
All of Brandon's
Yeah, all
family.
of Brandon's family.
Some of my friends.
just I don't know.
Please leave comments. Like, I want to read it.
Make
Dax,
a
if
fool
you're
I
of
want to
watching
feel
this.
better about myself when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
If
Comment
you
my
put a
shirt.
positive comment about Angel, he's gonna frame it and put it on his
I
wall
will, I will frame it and put it in
above his bathroom mirror.
anything. You'd be like, nice shirt, dude. I'm gonna be like, yeah.
He's gonna get it tattooed on his arm.
I'm gonna get it tattooed on my
He's gonna get the PNG and then tattoo it on his arm.
That
the
being-
full page.
Yeah.
Even the web address was.
What if they put like a just a list of like generic compliments?
I'll be like, yeah.
Oh,
even
wow.
Even if they put the
Amazing.
Lenny face and they're like, nice shirt, Lenny face, I'll get a tattoo of the Lenny face on my face. When I close my eyelids, that's what it's on both eyelids. Just the Lenny face.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
It'll be so worth it.
Have you seen people with like tattoos where they close their eyes and then on their eyelids?
You mean like Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean when he
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
when he
when he-
has the eyes?
That's kind of cool.
Speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean, isn't there another one coming out soon?
Yes,
Ah,
I'm
that's what I
excited
heard.
for that.
I heard rumors.
Why,
about it.
Brian? Why this eye?
I'm so done with the series.
Why?
I'm done
I
with
hate
series,
it when
dude.
things keep going and going and going and going.
Yeah, that's
It just
true,
it gets
but
washed out so quickly.
It was good up to
The only thing
last
that can
one?
last.
not the last one. I didn't even like the last
I
one.
like the
Yeah,
third
the
one.
last one was not that
Third
good.
one. It was good up to the third one.
Yeah.
The
I
world
felt like the third one
Wait,
should
but
have
there's
that.
4 of them though.
No, I felt like we should stop at the third one.
No,
should've
but I'm
stopped
saying
at 3.
until the last. Like I meant like the last one was like a bad one.
Yeah.
It went.
I didn't
like,
even see
Indi-
the last one. Was it like mermaids or
Yeah.
something?
No,
or-
it was
It
Indiana
was,
Jones. They were trying to look for like some.
They were
cup.
looking for the
Blackbeard.
Holy
I
What?
think it was Blackbeard in it,
Grail. It
right?
was Blackbeard looking for the Holy Grail.
Oh.
It was the cup that gives you eternal.
So the
life.
first one was about them trying to find the Black Pearl.
Yes.
The second one was trying to get the heart.
Yes.
The third one was about trying to revive Johnny Depp or something like that, right?
The third one, yeah, was trying to revive Johnny Depp.
And the fourth one is about
The Holy Grail.
the Holy Grail.
Which makes people live
So the next
forever.
one is called Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Dead men told these nuts.
I feel like the last one was just an excuse to keep the thing going.
Yeah.
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 'Cause
Is it like-
The last
Jack
one didn't really-
Sparrow's gonna
The
live
only-
on forever? It's like
Like
the only series I ever felt like that could
I
that
like
could
certain characters
the-
in that.
yeah,
Like
the
the
only-
costume design
yeah.
is really cool.
the only series I think could ever take that much of a beating where it just keeps going and going is Star Wars. That's the only one.
yeah.
You know?
so. When is Fast and Furious gonna stop?
It's over.
Please, no, they're making another
Oh,
one.
man.
No, stop using CGI a dead person. Hey, it's me, the dead
CGI
guy.
cars, they have CGI cars, dude.
It's me, the dead guy. You know me.
God damn it. Speaking of, can we go back on Star Wars? I'm excited for Rogue One.
Oh,
Yes.
I was gonna bring that up, but I forgot.
Yes.
Kevin, put
Yes.
up the noise though. For the rest of the podcast.
Oh, even the one like in the trailer where it's
Yeah.
like,
Which I
bah.
love that sound.
Yeah, I like it too.
I
Some
don't know.
people
I
are like-
thought it got kind of. It was weird.
It made me,
it was
every
a-
time it came up, I was like, ooh, something's
I
gonna
love
happen.
that. I love that sound from the original Star Wars too. When the Death Star's blowing up and like the stormtroopers are falling over. I love that.
My favorite scene so far, like in the trailer, is like what you will become, and then she like turns around and she's wearing like the Imperial uniform,
Yeah.
and then like that ominous like Empire Star Wars movie comes up, and I was like, oh,
So,
that's good.
so to elaborate, what is exactly Rogue One?
Rogue One is a prequel
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like, isn't it
first-
before?
before the very first episode. I mean, the fourth
This
episode.
is still the Empire, right? Is this the Empire or is this?
I don't know.
Well,
All I know is that it's before like the episode 4.
But yeah, Force Awakens.
Hmm.
Is that what's? No.
That's
A New Hope.
That's
New
the
Hope.
newest one.
I
It's
want to know
before
who
New
that,
Hope.
who that guy in all white is. 'cause
I wonder if the stormtroopers are gonna
He
be
looks-
comedic like in the first one.
They always look so like. They're like killers now. The stormtroopers.
Yeah, they put emotion into
the
the stormtroopers.
stormtroopers. Fucking. Jesus.
So,
Danny, what's his name?
what?
Danny.
DeVito?
No, not Danny DeVito.
Danny Glover.
We're talking about Star Wars.
he's gonna play a stormtrooper.
Yeah, I'm the trash man.
You're gonna pay the toll troll.
I
You
throw
wanna get in
garbage.
that boy's
I
hole?
throw garbage all over the ring. And then
You're gonna have
Michael,
the
you've never
garbage.
seen.
What is this?
You've never seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No,
you have to watch.
You have to watch it. It's a good.
It's a
show.
good.
it's not.
Even
I
if
don't
you have
think
to
it's
watch-
exactly my cup of
We're
tea.
actually gonna have those
It's-
guys on the podcast.
just
next
watch
week.
it.
No, we're
No,
not.
we're not.
We,
I
how the
didn't
hell
watch
are we
it.
gonna get Danny
I didn't
DeVito
tell
on a?
you
Danny
I
DeVito.
talked to Danny DeVito. He said it was cool.
No, we're not.
We just gotta redo.
We just gotta
the
not
whole play
have him.
where he was doing the.
No, no, we're not doing that. Okay.
Nightman.
Yeah.
Ah.
In the next podcast,
Fighter.
We're gonna dress up Brian.
Oh, it's Dayman. Dayman.
How dare you butcher night?
We were talking about Star Wars. How did we
Fighter
get on
of the
this?
Yeah,
Nightman.
what the
We're talking about Danny DeVito. You brought it up.
No, you.
I brought it
he
up.
brought it up.
Yeah, Danny DeVito.
Danny, the
Danny
guy
Lovitz.
who was like spinning the shit. You know, the stick.
Oh,
trailer.
the
It Man.
traitor.
You know what I mean?
What?
No, It Man.
Ip Man?
Remember Danny. You know It Man, the movie, right?
Yeah.
You mean
The
like
main actor's in that movie. I forgot his name.
I don't know what his name is. That's a good movie though.
The guy who was spinning stuff in the Rogue One trailer. He beat the shit out of someone with a stick. Remember that? Did everyone block that out?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that in the scene.
It was
What
cool.
scene is it? What's
No.
happening?
In the Rogue One, he's like just beating up stormtroopers with a red stick of some kind.
The only
I'm
scene
pretty
that
sure that's
stuck
a
with
He's
me,
just
lightsaber.
doing kung fu and
the
shit.
only scene that stuck with me was when every scene where that guy in all white, the general looking dude.
He was just holding his gun
Like-
for some reason.
Yeah, like he's holding the gun and he looks up, and then there's another scene where he's like walking across the water,
Mhm.
and like his cape's touching the water. And I'm
Oh,
like,
you know what's a really great part? I loved it when the Death Star had this thing. The cannon just kept popped out and it was coming back in.
Yeah.
That was cool.
You know what I liked about the. We've talked about Star Wars so much on this podcast.
we love Star Wars. Star Wars
Anyways,
is amazing.
you know what I liked about the newest one is that they kept a bit of humor to it.
At times, I was like,
Like that part when Kylo Ren was throwing a fit and just like those stormtroopers come around the hallway,
Yeah.
and he's just like,
I really felt like, ugh, Disney magic. Like that's
That's why I hate Disney.
that's
What the fuck? is
Do
going
you
on
hear
over
that?
there?
oh, no.
We're filming a podcast. Can you not?
Oh no, it's Jar Jar Binks.
oh no.
Oh no!
It's a bomb bag, General.
No, but I.
Rogue
Sometimes I
Donnie
had
Yen.
it.
That's his name.
Donnie
Donnie
Yen.
Yen.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right.
Spinning the shit. You remember that?
But with Star Wars, I kind of didn't like the humor sometimes.
Some,
Because like before, you didn't really get humor in Star Wars. Like,
was.
It was this
There's a lot of
giant.
humor in Star Wars.
There was,
Really?
there was a lot of humor.
Under the originals.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
Where?
like a lot of comic relief
Only
from
the
like.
last two ones were
There's
really
a
serious.
huge
But
incest.
not as big as it was in this Star Wars. They did more goofy stuff.
Real quick, there was an incest joke in there.
Where?
In the original trilogy.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Where Luke kisses Leia, and then later he's like, "That's your sister." It's like, what the fuck?
I remember that. It's
There
like,
was,
your
like,
brother.
I don't know. Like, look at it. Like, the Kylo Ren thing when he was like, when he's like smashing up the thing, and then the guy's behind him, and he's like, anything else? Like, that was kind of like comedy-ish.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But I'm thinking in certain times, like, people wouldn't joke around, like, when Poe Dameron, when he's like right in front of him, and he's like, so who talks first? You talk first? I talk first? And I'm like, in that situation, like, I'm pretty sure no one would be joking.
I know what you
You know
mean.
what I mean?
I would.
Yeah.
No, but like that's like that establishes who he is.
I guess.
That's a
Yeah,
B.
I get what you're saying. It's
That's a B.
Michael.
I know what you're
Good-looking ass
saying.
nigga.
I know what you're saying though. That
Look
weird,
that out.
that scene with Kylo Ren was kind of weird.
Wow.
It was kind of weird.
So what the fuck I want?
I feel like as soon as Kylo Ren took off his mask, like that ruined everything.
Yeah, it kind of
I
ruined
was like,
everything.
oh, you're kind of.
Oh,
cool
now
guy.
he's a bitch ass dude.
Okay, Adam Driver's
what you want?
Adam Driver's a fine person. Okay, he's cool, but like,
I don't know if he was fit for that role.
yeah, me too.
He was too small.
He just looks like he's the
I
type
just
of dude. Like
not
this-
only I don't hate the actor, I just hate his character.
Yeah,
Kylo
I think
Ren.
His
everyone-
character sucks.
I think everyone's used to having a really like intimidating Sith Lord being the main.
I thought his
antagonist.
character was cool because he's like the leader of the Knights of Ren, and in the Star Wars universe, those guys were like badass.
Yeah.
Like they worship Vader, but like I feel like they should have maybe cast someone who was a little more bigger because
Yeah.
the Knights of Ren aren't scrawny dudes like he is.
Yeah,
They're average sized men, and they're taller. Like
I'll
he-
say-
I don't think he was that tall. For the role.
I'll say this: Kylo Ren is like a little baby for being like ruler.
I
of
felt
the,
like it was
of
the actor. I felt
the
like
Knights
the
of
actor
Ren.
made him look like a real baby.
No, it's the writing. It's
just
how they
because-
it's how they made his character.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
just like
I'm gonna take that back. It's not the actor, it's the writer.
Yeah.
Because the actors are just really good.
it's how they establish. Yeah, because Adam Driver,
I've
he's
seen
done-
other movies that he's in. He's
Yeah.
pretty good.
DJ Abrams has that sort of weird thing, you know, where he jokes around. And stuff.
I don't think what did he write it?
Yeah, I think he did. If
I
not,
know
he
he
directed
directed
it,
it.
which is
He
pretty
did a
much the
damn
same-
good job directing it though.
Oh yeah.
He
Great.
like it looked great.
Yeah.
There were a lot of nods to the original, like you know the scene when they go into the cantina,
Yeah.
like that he was trying to do the original cantina scene, but like if you look at it, because you know how they take the old movie and they remastered them.
Mhm.
In the original, they had a Wolfman, and later on in editing the new ones, they actually took the Wolfman and they animated another character and they put him in.
The
And
heck?
people were really mad at that because the Wolfman, I guess people really liked. And in the new one, when you first walk into the cantina, you see the Wolfman, like, walking in the cantina. People are like, oh, he's still in the universe.
Can you imagine being a director nowadays and then getting a chance to make the next Star Wars?
Dude.
Do you know how much pressure that is?
Yeah.
I was
a
about
lot
to say
of
it's a dream come true, but it's also
It's a dream
curse.
come true, but yeah.
A lot of people
Any,
give it.
any classic film, if you have to do a reboot, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he nailed it though.
Normally, when you reboot a series, people are like, "Oh, it's horrible! It's a horrible movie." But I
Ghostbusters.
feel like
What?
hold on. That's another topic. But I feel like
Sour milk.
I feel like this The Force Awakens got a pretty good reception, although it did get some flack for stupid reasons.
A lot of people, like my dad watched the original Star Wars
Uh-huh.
when it came out in theaters. He went to the theater and watched it.
Uh-huh.
So he was a true fan. Like he had the little toys and that was his favorite thing. But like recently I asked him to rewatch Star Wars with me again. He's like, I already watched it. I was like, you don't want to watch it again? And he's like, I didn't think it was that good. And I was like, what?
Nice.
What?
Blasphemy.
And he's all like, I don't know.
I see what you mean.
He's like, it felt like what I watched in the theaters
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And
It
I
feels
was all like, okay.
it
And I was like,
feels-
but this is my Star Wars, so it would always have a place in my heart. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's a little too familiar, you know.
I liked it.
Yeah, I know, I liked it, but I mean, I do see what people are saying
I
when it
really
feels
liked- I
it
really
takes
liked-
too much from the original series.
I really liked how they showed more of the stormtrooper ask of it. Like you saw the flame troopers and like how the uniform was different, and then the TIE fighter, how the uniform is different. And it looked really cool. I liked seeing those different stormtroopers.
They did do that
And
a
the
lot.
shock trooper that came out, he was like traitor.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's a shock trooper.
And he was a meme for like
Yeah.
a while.
It's a good meme.
They did a lot of that in the original series, but I think we're so used to just looking at the white one with the gas mask. They had like the weird one, the engineer one.
Like I
We
really
had the
like
people
Captain
like
Phasma.
this.
Captain Phasma was so cool.
Oh, they didn't do shit with her.
I know, I was so
Yeah.
pissed.
I didn't like how they like used her.
Yeah, and
know.
then like she gets captured by Han.
You're
and everything.
immediately.
She
they-
was basically written in for a dumpster joke.
Yeah. She. They.
What
they,
happened to
they,
her character?
She got
She's-
fucking trash compacted.
No, she's
did she
alive.
die?
No, she's not dead. She's coming back. But I feel like I hate how they build her up as it's like, oh, she's the leader of the stormtroopers, and she's cold and she's calculating and she execute with extreme precision.
Now
and
get
then
in the trash.
and then like, yeah, fuck you silver bitch. I'm
It's
like,
like- it's like-
okay. I'm like, why?
Yeah, 'cause he's like, you got a
they're
trash
so quick
compactor.
to disenfranchise her, you know? Like, we don't want to make her the new Boba Fett, and like, all right.
I kind of hated how like, what was the stormtrooper, the one that traitor? He was the traitor.
I
What
don't
was,
know.
what was his name?
Trade.
Finn.
Finn. I kind of didn't like how Finn was trying too hard to be funny sometimes. Like
What
that
do you mean?
scene where he was talking to Han Solo and he's all like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and do this," and he's like, "Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?" And I was like,
That's not.
I felt like he was trying too hard to be funny.
I don't think he was trying to be funny.
It was. It's bad writing.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
not-
thing. Like,
it's not his fault. He's a
people
really good
have-
actor.
People have really mixed reviews on the new Star Wars because it was good and bad.
Yeah.
Just like this podcast.
Yeah, it's
Hey.
good but really bad.
Speaking of which, we've been going on for a while, and I think this is where we should end it.
Okay.
Right here. Anyone else got any last things to say before I end it?
I have a theory.
Okay.
All right. See you guys next time on the podcast.
Okay.
Check out all our links
Dildos
below.
for XLR cables.
Don't. Bye.
I'm really gonna end it there? Come on, I want to say my theory.
No, bye. All right, just clap. Not all of you.
Wait, that was hella synchronized. What do you
Yeah.
mean?